The food ventures of Soai are powered by our patrons. To become a patron, click the patron link in the description box. Thanks, patrons, for helping to write Soai. It was 6:20 a.m. and I knew the day ahead would be hectic. So, I took some time to be still as the morning river and wait for fog to pass for a clearer day. Come on in. Yeah, bro, another day, bro. Are you ready? All right. Police officer.
Maya, you have been arrested. A driving license.
What did you say?
A person driving a motor vehicle while driving the motor vehicle shall carry his personal original license.
Original license. So you're under arrest. Actually, I'm not going to wake up. I'm not going to tell you.
Me, I know the show license again. But like, these 5 minutes I spent for here, that be my pass for the rest of the trip.
Like natural stickers. Guys, we have arrived right now to this Tilapia Farm. Super excited about this to see how they're doing this massive production here. Yo, today has been super hectic, even the days before. Yo, but we're here. Anyway, we're gonna head off and get some stuff out of the car, and then we are going to just work on today's video. Yo, this is the boss driver here, man.
Bus driver,
Boss driver, top chauffeur. The narrative on TV about Africa growing up was that the people were either starving or had no access to water. And yes, the latter in some parts may still be true. There are educated people here who are making smart use of technology to sustainably feed the people. And even though there is still ways to go, the prosperities of Africans needs to be recognized to set a wildfire of change for future.
our resources, producing fish for us, and they were making so much. And then aquaculture was a lot easier than it is now. That's very sarcastic, actually. And each time I meet him, I refer him to that all the time. He comes here to convince us to buy his fish feed and do this. Why don't you do this? Why don't? And I keep referring him to that. You remember when you told me to go and block the gutter and put fingerlings in because I only had 10,000 to farm.
They're just like Jamaica. Oh, this tastes good. Fever grass with a bit of, it's milky, so probably be condensed milk, but very much like Jamaicans, even though it's hot, we're still having some tea. You guys can see I'm sweating as hell. Behind the scenes with Wode, watching him get some footage for this awesome documentary that he's working on with this guy, and yeah, just taking in all the information about how and where the food comes from. Hi, it's good.
We put the male and female together. At the 14th day, we put them in a ratio of 3:1, 3 females, 1 male. And then the 14th day, we collect the eggs and the fries. The fries are the small ones I showed you in the container. The eggs, like I showed you in the video yesterday, I have to airdrop those videos to you. And then we nurse them primarily for 21 days. So in 21 days, they come up to the size we harvested from the other pond. What we drag, they are 21 days. And then we take them to the nursery. They will do about 60 days there, and then from there we go to the island for between 120 to 200 days.
So that's where we're going to head to next with the really
so this is
huge
where
ones.
we hit the huge one, and then we harvest. So this is the entire process, the workflow. Every kilo is 3 fish. So 3,000 fish, 3,500 fish is one ton.
Per every harvest. And how many times do you harvest in a year?
Literally every week.
You harvest 3,500 fish in a week?
See, David, and how much does it, like a ton cost?
Can sell for about 15,000.
1,000 Ghana city. Bro, do fish farming tomorrow, man. Oh my God!
They're so fast, man.
Nima.
Guys, here we have stopped at this huge fish farm. It's the biggest fish farm they have that's Ghanaian owned, and yo, it's really cool just seeing how, you know, they take it from stage to stage, from it being a small fry or fingerling as they call it, you know, coming into these monster-sized tilapias. And even though it's a farm, they are all organically grown. At some parts you saw where we had, I think it's the video before, where we had the seafood at the guy's house, which was amazing. This too is also organically grown, so there's no form of antibiotics added to the fish, just them growing in their natural state. Of course, they're in ponds and whatever, but they try to feed them in the best way possible, and they keep their entire atmosphere at its optimal best.
Can you hold on for us?
The water is down.
Wait.
You have to do around. Thank you.
How much he do? We just show you. He's not a fisherman like you. And then this way. Oh. So you don't traumatize them. Okay, then release, come on.
Thank you, yeah?
So we have to work with him because he has to work at a certain rate before the water runs out of oxygen. You can have a very stable platform like this.
Alright guys, so we are off onto our next part of the trip here, where we are going to find some bigger aquatic creatures.
There is a life I lead in this city, hurrying to cut my teeth. I can take what I need to get by, it doesn't make it easy. The other piece of my heart moves slow, somewhere in the great unknown. When I return from the afterglow, will you carry me like I am whole again? Wait, hold on, put me together, take me back where I belong. I want it all, I had a feeling but the feeling is all gone. Wait, hold on, put me together, take me back where I belong. I want it all, I had a feeling but the feeling is all gone. Feeling is all gone. Feeling is all gone. If I could take you back to my...
Alright, so we are now at the bigger aquatic creature center. Yo, we are out here and you can just see all of these, you know, vegetation just floating on top of the water. So here you're gonna see a lot of the bigger tilapia that at the end of everything is gonna be cooked up today, hopefully. So yeah, I am just so happy to see some bodies of water here in my stay in Africa.
Yeah, man, wow. Very good. The water for us. I will start taking it.
I've exhausted all our reserves. Thank you for coming. Welcome.
All right, big boss, where are we heading now?
Okay, we are going to our grow outside. That's the island that you see there. It's going to be about 15 minutes by boat.
15 minutes.
Yes.
Is that far?
50 as in 150.
I was thinking about
1
5
5.
seconds.
Oh.
2 minutes right there.
Thank you, bro. To put this on.
No, you'll be fine.
That will be fine.
Fix your seatbelt.
Idea is not to be able to see. This is too wide.
No, you don't need technology, you need streamology.
Too wide to be able to see my first of all.
Alright guys, so right now we are on the Volta River right now and we are heading to go meet our aquatic friends. Yo, this is a first for me being on a body of water in Africa in this huge boat. It's just really cool to see, and if you look from side to side you'll see fishermen out there casting their nets trying to catch some fish. So yeah, it is amazing. So happy to be here today. Yo, we've been going everywhere. We've been chasing things in the Volta area, just so much information today. But yeah, every day here in Africa, learning something new, and that's just the best way to live your life. Keep gaining information.
How many minutes more? Speed up, speed up, speed up.
Pull the thing towards you.
You can stand on the pallet.
Hey, all right. You see this part of the water where the water changes color? It tells you how deep it is.
Yeah.
So we are actually at the deeper part right now. And if you will walk another 5 meters there, the water gets so shallow, almost up to your ankle level. And in another 2 hours, when the tide will go low, you can play soccer there.
Really?
Yeah, you can see the sun.
Yeah, I see the sun right there
It
for real.
becomes so clear, dry. It becomes so dry in about an hour or so. All the water will be gone.
Wow.
Maybe by the time we leave it. Ah, you see the bird is walking.
Ah, yeah. That's so cool, man.
Yeah.
You mentioned something yesterday about like the salt.
Yes, that's the estuary.
Okay.
That is like 5 kilometers from here.
Okay.
So the salt water moves up with the tide change. It comes like 2 times a day. And so because of the nature of the floor, which is not very flat, it's up and down like that, the salt water, which is heavier than the still water, will pass through the deep parts and leave the shallow parts like that. So in position our cages, we need to position them at places where we have just the right amount of salt, not too much of salt when the tide comes.
So they still need salt
They
to...
still need salt. Yes, they need salt.
Gotcha. Hot.
Yeah, make it look like the go take out them from the one the coconut and to make them start them and we go join. Maybe I'll video all of material. Anybody else going down?
Yes, me.
Yes.
Why are you going down? No, I can't go down.
We left all the life jackets here.
What's that? I like what is in the bottle.
What if we are not coming back for you guys?
Open that again.
Yes,
Thank you very much. Oh, give it to me.
I thought you were working.
Of course.
Okay, so I feel like there's. You don't feel. Okay. Good. All right.
Social
You ready?
distancing.
All right. I'm waiting for you, man. Wow. This is impressive.
Thank you.
I mean, you have.
Can you move the boat?
Is there any word in Jamaica that I need to use? I feel like I'm tired of using bombo clock. Ja Rastafari.
Rascalite means what?
This teacher used to
It's the same thing like, but just a different variation.
This teacher used to beat us every day. Just beat you, pew, bombo clad that.
Teacher?
Yes.
And say the same word? Wow. So was the teacher Jamaican, bro?
Is he?
Was he Jamaican?
No, he's a Ghanaian.
But he know
But
the
he used
word.
to smoke a lot. So after smoking, he comes to the class.
I guess the smoke was coming from Jamaica. So he was
After
gonna
smoking,
say,
he comes to the class,
Bombo clad.
and this guy will just come and do dictation. And when you get one wrong, he will beat you like 5 or 6. Then after beating you, ship, bombo clad data, get out of here.
All right. Wow. This is so impressive.
Thank you.
You did all this by yourself.
Not only myself, there's a flow in the cell, like I mentioned earlier, and I have a very good team that supports me.
You know what? You represent the. Hey, yes. Was it a phrase or a sentence?
In a week, 3 to 4 tons. 3 to 4 tons every week. And that's about 3,000 to 8,000 fish there about every week. Which includes knowing which species of fish to work with. You know, not one size doesn't fit.
Wake up and started something like.
Nah.
How much money did you invest from day one?
From day one, we started with about 15 or 16,000 cedis. There will be another delegation from Nigeria, about 12 of them. Aquaculture operators.
I hope you guys are really enjoying the backseat cast. You guys have VIP tickets to the Wode Maya show, so we're here actually just seeing just how he does everything, all his interviews, the questions. It's crazy being here, guys, and I hope you guys enjoy the ride. But anyway, we're gonna look at them doing the harvesting right now of the fish, and we're gonna see how big one of these tilapia can possibly get to.
Oh, you have a fish right there. Come on. Hey, get down, Kaya.
Hey.
You okay?
It's going this way. So he pulls the bottom of the net all in this direction. You get the point. So you see now all the fish are hidden in the pocket down there, and they were dragging in the opposite direction. You see all this side?
Focus here. When I finish the video, that's the focus here. I get the video. You get it. Just
Yo, that's a lot of fish. What the hell? This little guy fell out. It's intense day, right? Super intense, man. The man behind everything, man. Yo. This is like an abundance of fish, guys. Fish are just falling out. Yeah, so much. Tell me about the slime that's on the hand. What is it?
Okay, this is the primary protection barrier for the fish against diseases.
Ah.
Yes. So it's quite thick, and when they are stressed, they produce more. So when pathogens come in, they can swim through it.
Got you. I always wanted to know that, yo.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, but push our way, no same.
We don't put you here if you don't know how to swim. But even though they know how to swim, we have incidents one time. I think in September last year, the guy who just rode the other canoe, he got drowned. I think he had a seizure whilst he was diving under the water. He had a seizure. He had a
You are probably bored now. So, in the next episode, I'll take you guys to the island where the fish will be prepared. But remember, these 3 things: love, nature, and adaptation. And always remember to keep the link.